Hey guys, so it's been a while since I've uploaded, but I decided to make a video today so I can give sort of an update where the car is at and how I'm doing with everything else. And so basically I've been taking the engine apart and trying to get like somewhat of a idea of what's going on with the car. I've gotten most of the top end taken apart, and I've been pretty much doing it in the parking lot of where I live, and it's kind of hard. So I don't really have lift, or I can't really pull the engine out because I don't have those tools or anything. So it's been a little rough, but I'm gonna just show you guys what I've gotten done so far. Feels really weird not having my car, or any car at this, in fact, because I just came back from break, Christmas break for school, and I'm back here now. And my dad took the BMW back because I was only keeping it for a little bit. So I pretty much walk everywhere. I mean, I was mostly walking in the first place, but it's just weird having my car be only able to sit there since it's taken apart and it's broken down. But we're almost there, so I'm gonna show you guys what I've gotten done so far. So here it is, it's still sitting. Sorry if it's really windy, because, well, yeah, it's really windy, so I'm pretty sure my computer's picking up all of it, but I'm gonna open the door and show you what I've done under the hood. So this is pretty much everything that I've got taken apart. There used to be a cover right here and a cover back there, and then the intake, the upper intake was there, and this is the other part of the intake. I've gotten this taken off, and I've really just been storing the parts in the truck. So I'm gonna open this up real quick. So yeah, as you can see, everything's back here. I took the sub out that was right there. No, I had a sub and an amp back here for whenever had the car running and stuff. But yeah, I got all this stuff taken apart. Well, I forgot I put the amp back in here, but the sub is in my room, and I pretty much just stripped this whole car, or the whole engine, and stored the parts inside just to keep them safe. I took the sub out because I didn't want anybody taking it or whatever. Not sure if there's a lot of people that know about it, but it's rather safe than sorry. But yeah, I'm having trouble with the upper end, like the whole top of the motor, because, well, I need to have the engine out of the car to be able to take these pieces off, and the tensioner, so the belt is right here and the tensioner is down in here, so it would be hard for me to be able to access that without having some type of engine holder or lift or cherry pick or something to be able to have it out of the car. And I had the battery disconnected, of course, to keep the battery from being drained, but fuel rails are all taken apart, have the coolant and the thermostat exposed. I've always wanted to change this anyway, so I mean, there's kind of no point in changing it now since the engine's broke, but I think I might end up, if it's not as bad as it look, I might just have it taken apart for the next time if I do get the chance to rebuild it. That's pretty much what I'm stuck on. I pretty much have like all the bolts and nuts and everything all within the engine bay, kind of near the area where they were taken off, so I can keep an idea of where everything goes, just in case I do end up get to put it back. And I feel confident that I will be able to, but a lot of stuff is going to have to get replaced because while removing it, some of the clips and stuff got broken. But yeah, like I was saying, some of the clips and stuff got broken, which is to be expected with a car as old as this. And I tried to be as delicate as I could, but it happens. And I mean, they're easily replaced, so I'm not too worried. But one thing I don't know if I mentioned it in the other video is I did have a coolant leak in one of the rubber hoses, because I remember it in a video farther back whenever I replaced the spark plugs. I had to my camera, or the SD card of my camera, is acting up. But to finish what I was talking about, where was I at? Oh yeah, so the coolant line is all messed up, so if I do end up getting it replaced, that I will, because I do have some extra left over. But I was on the fact of my channel has really like slowed down in videos because I don't have my car, which is mainly what my channel was about. And I've been thinking about like just switching up for the time being until I can get some good content on this car. But I might end up just like posting other videos, such as like playing Fortnite or other games that I've been doing in the past. And some other videos that I do have coming out is I've been doing a lot of cinema and music videos with my friend. He's been releasing music, and he's been getting my help to release some of the videos for it. So I might start posting some of those as well. But let me know in the comments or message me or whatever you think would be a good idea to do videos on. So back to the car. So the engine that I mentioned in the last video on the website Copart, the car was going for I think 150 at the time, and I was talking to my dad about getting it. And around the last few days of bid, to be expected of course, the bid started going up. So I didn't feel comfortable placing a bid that was really higher than what I wanted, because at the end of the day I wanted the car, but I wanted the engine most of all, and I didn't really want to pay much higher. It was a good engine, I was hoping it would be good. So I was kind of going into it blind, since the car did have water damage. I didn't know if it was just in interior, or if it was in fact the engine was flooded as well. But we ended up not going with it, and it kind of sucked because it was the best deal that I could get, since the car itself was in Raleigh, which is less than 2 hours from where I live, and I would have been able to probably get it towed back to my dad's house, because they do delivery and stuff like that. But we ended up not going with it, so we're still going to be on the lookout. And if push comes to shove, we'll just end up rebuilding. Alright, so I switched back to my camera now. So pretty much the video was just an update of what I'm doing and how everything's going so far. So if you like the video, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll try to get back with you guys later.